So finally, the United Football League makes their announcement. We've got that on Fox NFL Sunday. Then we shift gears to the next day, today, January 1st, 2024, where Danny Garcia and The Rock appear on ESPN College Football Game Day from California. And we have, again, we know about the leagues, but we find out about the teams and the coaches. They were on game day, college game day, announcing that. So the teams are broken up into two conferences. The USFL Conference has got the Birmingham Stallions, the Houston Roughnecks, not the Gamblers. I think that's kind of weird, but okay. Memphis Showboats and Michigan Panthers. I wonder if these conferences will eventually go away if they add more teams. XFL Conference, Arlington Renegades, DC Defenders, San Antonio Brahmas, and St. Louis Battlehawks. Keeping those two names is keeping the brands alive. And if you notice their social media, I mean, there is a UFL website, but I have a feeling that they might keep this, at least for this season, with the teams and not shifting everything for UFL to, because there's brand recognition for both sides. And I think they're going to want to keep that for this season. Also, I'm hearing that the Houston Roughnecks do have a stadium in place, and that will be announced real soon. So the Houston Roughnecks do have a home. They're not going to be playing in Arlington. They have a home, and that is supposed to be announced too. A temporary home, from what I understand, and then they'll have something permanent later because of all the things that are going on at TDECU Stadium. But maybe this will be something. But anyways, so Houston Roughnecks do have a home. But that's the major branding. Of course, the Gamblers go away. The Roughnecks are staying. I mean, they have more leverage. They have more. That was been the one sticking point no one could lock down, was whether that was like a last minute kind of thing, the Houston Gamblers or the Houston Roughnecks. No one really knew up until they announced it within hours of announcing it. So, of course, we all know the inaugural game, Birmingham Stallions, Arlington Renegades, super excited about that. And players will our training camp will begin February 24th in Arlington, Texas. Of course, now who are the head coaches? Some interesting changes. So Skip Holtz will be back for the Stallions. There was some concern that maybe he would leave, but he's back. Curtis Johnson will take over the Roughnecks, the Gamblers coach. John Filippo will take over as the Memphis Showboats because Haley is no longer with them. Mike Nolan, he's got to rock the tie, bro. He's still with the Michigan Panthers. Then, of course, the Renegades have Bob Stoops, Reggie Barlow, the DC Defenders. Wade Phillips is over now to the Brahmas. Hines Ward declined a pay cut, and he was out. Wade Phillips was supposed to be on the bench. Wade Phillips and Bob Stoops, from my understanding, have guaranteed deals, and the coaches didn't. They were on 1-year deals. And then Anthony Beck it takes over for the Battlehawks. This was all announced on College Game Day. So we have our coaches, we've got our cities and teams and conferences and players. And the rumbling about the players is that there will be a draft coming up on the 5th, which is this Friday. We'll see if any kind of formal announcements takes place. But hey, with less than 90 days to kick off, they need to just start dropping all sorts of knowledge. Maybe we'll get a schedule. I haven't heard anything about a schedule. The only thing I know of coming up soon is, of course, the draft. And we'll have to remember that's players that were let go that are not part of teams. Remember, because we lost 8 teams. And so we'll have that coming up soon. But we finally can get on with our lives. We know the teams. And, of course, shout out to Mike Mitchell and James Larson for keeping us all in the loop when it comes to all this stuff during the during this kind of tumultuous time. We didn't know anything, but they were able to provide some good information. And there you have it. Now, who's your team is the question.